Oh man, wait till you guys see the shoe that hold on a second. Seriously, the shoe that I'm reviewing today is one of the Will you? Seriously? The shoe that I'm reviewing today is one of the best damn trail shoes. Hey, come on. All right, it's the New Balance 1010 V2. Ginger Runner. What's up, everybody? Ethan Newberry, the Ginger Runner here, and I'm pretty excited, as you could probably tell. I may have had caffeine today, I may not have. I don't know. You decide. I have a mustache and a beard, and it's all growing really fast. Today we are reviewing what I'm gonna say might be one of my most favoritist trail shoes that I've used in the last couple of months. The New Balance 1010 V2. It's a dynamite piece of gear. I was extremely skeptical starting out. I've had some issues with some of the New Balance Minimus line in the past, just not being very comfortable, and I was worried this was gonna be too minimal for me, especially for trail running. As it turns out, I was surprised, and not just surprised, but blown away. It's a blast. I look forward to the times that I do get to run in it. I have a couple of qualms with it. They're small, they're minor, it's a fun shoe. Just adjectives. So many adjectives. Let's get on with this thing. Things that I like about the New Balance 1010 V2. Comfortable. Honestly, that's the first thing that I wrote down in my mind as I was running in the shoe for the very first time. It was far more comfortable than I expected. It is a 4mm drop. That Rev-Lite midsole material just cushions your foot ever so subtly. There is no sock liner to add to that cushioning, so you're getting all midsole material. Warning, it is reduced. It is a minimal reduced running shoe, so be aware that your foot should have muscles well worked in by this point before you try this shoe. Regardless, comfortable. The toe box. The toe box is nice and wide, right where it needs to be. There's plenty of room for toe splay, so while you're running on your forefoot or midfoot area, it really just helps your foot kind of expand without being too wide in the midfoot, which I've had an issue with other shoes that have wide toe boxes, is that the midfoot and the heel also tend to be a little bit too wide, and it feels good, and good is good, and gingers are great. The upper materials. I am a huge fan of this upper. It might be one of my favorite uppers I've run in yet, and that's because on the inside, completely seamless and comfortable. It's just that the materials that they're using in this upper are so good together as it is. The tongue itself is also really cushioned, so it's nice and soft. It's a synthetic nylon ripstop material here right in the forefoot, which is nice and durable. This is all just fused upper material. It's just glued right on there, so there's no stitching. I'm just having a heyday with adjectives. The outsole design. Now this is pretty cool. It's a Vibram outsole, so this rubber, all these little pods of rubber are Vibram material, and we all know that Vibram is one of those rubbers that's extremely sticky, extremely durable, top notch in the industry. Big claw talon-like grip on the forefoot and the midsole, and then really nice braking power here on the back end. I'm normally not a big fan of the pod features on the bottoms of shoes. My feet tend to feel those pretty easily. The Brooks Pure Connect is a great example of a shoe that I loved at first, but then hated the more I ran in it because those little pods on the bottom really started to wear on my feet. This has not done that. Ground feel. Now this is something that I really like in my trail shoes. The good thing about this shoe is that it has great ground feel, so you know when you're getting grip, you know when you're not, but yet it still manages to provide some cushioning, which is great. Flexible. Look at this thing. It's flexible in all directions. It's completely bendable with the EVA, with the outsole, with that upper. It's amazing. And there's a rock plate in there. It's the orange there in the forefoot, and that still flexes. It provides you some nice protection from those hard rocks, the gravel, the sharp edges that get in there, but it still allows for plenty of flexibility. And that, in my mind, is worth it. It's awesome. And finally, it's light, 8.5 ounces, which is an incredible weight for a trail shoe when most trail shoes are averaging anywhere from 9 to 12 ounces. This one goes underneath the 9 mark, and with all the features that I've already talked about, that's great. It's not all praise, it's not all love, hearts, rainbows, and kitten poodles. I have a couple of things I dislike about the New Balance 1010 V2. Sizing, half size down. That's across the board. If you wear a 9, you gotta get an 8.5. I wear an 11 in every running shoe for the most part. I've had to size up a couple, size down a couple. This one you go down half a size and you'll get a nice fit. Durability. Now I am concerned about the durability of the shoe. The outsole is still holding up pretty good. It has some good grip in the claw talon area, but I anticipate that being an issue maybe around the 200-mile mark. Again, I am a bigger guy. I'm about 180, 185 pounds. So that midsole material and that outsole material will wear down faster for me than they will for those of you who are 140 pounds. But as it is now, I have just about 100 miles on this shoe and it's holding up great. And finally, short distance only. Now this is really gonna come down to the runner and what sort of shoes that they're running in on a regular basis. But for me, I haven't been able to go much more than 18 to 20 miles in the shoe at a time. And that's only because of foot fatigue. Because I don't run in reduced shoes all the time, my feet are a little bit more sensitive to terrain, rocks over the long haul. So on those longer mileage runs, my feet just get tired and they hurt. So that's it for likes and dislikes with the 1010. That didn't work. New Balance 1010 V2. So let's get on with the points. Quality, I have to give New Balance 1010 V2 a 4 out of 5 on quality. Everything about it just, it's great. The only reason I'm docking them a point is because I don't believe it's gonna last a really long time for me, maybe around 200 miles before I have to retire them. Otherwise, everything is holding up damn well for how far I've gone in these shoes. Comfort, 4 out of 5. Like I said, if your foot is already used to a reduced or minimal running shoe, this is gonna be great because it's gonna give you some nice little cushioning in there. If I'm going longer, this probably won't be my #1 choice just because my foot will get a little bit more fatigued. Regardless, it's extremely comfortable and I highly encourage you guys to at least try it on, see if your foot fits in this shoe. Price, for anywhere from like $100 to $110, I give it a 4 out of 5. That's a great price point, right in that mid-range for me. Anything below $100 is usually really great. Anything around $100 to $110 is like a good thumbs up for me, and it's only gonna go down in price as it goes on sale and as new models come out. And finally, looks, 4 out of 5. It's not a perfect 5 out of 5 for me. I think it looks awesome. I love the bright colors, but I'd like to see them do something crazy with this shoe. So that brings our total to 16 out of 20 for the New Balance Minimus 1010 V2, and that is a great score. Like I said, I really do dig this shoe. I think it's a great trail runner. I know lots of people that have been winning races in this shoe, long races. Some people have been running 100 miles in this shoe and winning. It's just fun. It's a fun shoe. Honestly, I compare it to my success and happiness running in the Solomon Sense Mantra, which I run in all the time. I love that shoe and I love this shoe. Woo! So that's it for the review today, guys. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please like and favorite it. Let me know in the comments below. Have you run in the New Balance Minimus 1010 V2? If so, do you like it? Have you run in the 1010 V1? Do not forget to follow me on all of the social networks, my friends. You can follow me on Twitter at The Ginger Runner, over on Facebook, facebook.com/TheGingerRunner. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, where I'm posting really cool photos from all my runs at Ethan Newberry. And of course, GingerRunner.com, where I'm posting all my reviews, all my blogs, everything on a regular basis. You guys are fantastic. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. This channel is where I'm gonna be posting all of my reviews and race videos. I love doing this. I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are enjoying watching them. So subscribe. And do me a favor, tell your friends to subscribe. In the meantime, I'm hoping you guys are training hard, I hope you're racing harder, and I hope you're partying the hardest. As we say, hashtag train race beer. You guys are amazing. Peace out.